it's my story and I'm sticking to it. My keto story.
Hi kids! Well, this is going to be the start to my ketogenic diet. Why I started and so forth. Now, I have to go back a little bit. Actually 25 years ago, when I was pregnant with my son. I went from about 105 pounds, and I got really big. So big that I thought I was going to have twins. I mean, within like 4 months, 5 months, I was pretty big. And there was twins in our family, so it wasn't a long shot. And thinking about it, kind of excited, but also scared. Well, you know, when you go in for your doctor visits, prenatal doctor visits, they do all kinds of checking and testing and everything. And one of them that they test for now is called gestational diabetes. So when I was 7 months pregnant, that's because I had gotten so big, I was like 180 pounds. You know, I went from 105 pounds, and in 7 months up to 180 pounds, and it wasn't because I was eating so much, because I had morning sickness, morning, noon, and night, so I wasn't eating a whole bunch. So anyway, they give you a glucose test. Yeah, that was off the charts. My glucose was reading almost 300. Panic. So they did some other tests. I ended up having to be on insulin shots 3 times a day. That really sucked. I'm not a drug user. I could never give myself shots. So I was having to give myself insulin shots. Okay. A little fast forward, they told me that later on in life, it's quite possible that I could get pre-diabetes or be diabetic too. Okay. You know, I had my son when I was 32, so I knew that it was possible. But I just lived my life. Back then, they didn't have a whole lot of information about carbohydrates. In fact, the American Standard Diet that they were pushing, was probably all wrong. I mean, the insulin that they were putting me on, that I was giving myself shots, it was kind of up and down, up and down. It was really crazy for them to get it adjusted. Okay, finally did. They told me that once you have your child, that it, you know, the gestational diabetes goes away. But you're prone to it later on in life. Okay. It did. It went away after I had my baby. I just ate like normal. I'm a chocoholic, so I ate like normal. A lot of chocolate. So anyway, that's kind of the beginning of my story and pre-diabetes. I didn't think twice about it again. You know, I lived my life. I've worked my whole life. Worked hard my whole life. Fast forward, 2000, what was it? 2000, well, actually it's probably about 2013, because I left the oil field in North Dakota in December 2012 and went down to South Texas, doing the same thing, hauling oil. The only difference is that there was less exercise. It was a lot easier down in South Texas than it was in North Dakota. I wasn't dragging hoses like I was in North Dakota. There wasn't as much physical exercise for me in South Texas. And all that Mexican food, you got it. I was having so much fun with that Mexican food. Oh, Lord, it was good. So, as time went on, I started gaining a little weight. A little bit. I went from a 29 waist in 2013 up to a 34 waist in 2016. I just thought, I'm getting older, I'm going to get fat, it sucks. That's what I thought. Anyway. Alrighty, I'm going to stop here for a minute. Miss Ginger's got to go potty, and I will catch right back up, remember where I left off. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Miss Ginger's got potty. So anyway, back to my keto. So down in South Texas, hauling oil still, less exercise. The job, I could go into more detail about it, but I won't because it's a different deal. But there was just less exercise. I still had to climb stairs, up and down, so there was that. But the hoses that I was using were smaller and shorter. There was a lot less. And then 2 years into the company that I was working for, we stopped even climbing the tanks and doing our, getting our samples and everything from up top. So we didn't even climb stairs anymore. So that was even less exercise. So then I gained even more weight. And it's not like I ate a whole lot. I really didn't. I was kind of ritual. Here's what I did, because I worked in the oil field. I kind of created, when I walked into a little truck stop or service station that served food, I would order the same thing every day. And within 2 or 3 weeks, they knew me and knew what, they'd just look at me and they'd go, the same thing? And I'd say yes. So I ordered scrambled eggs in a bowl, not in a tortilla, not in anything like that. I would get a banana, I would get a chocolate milk, and I would get Hershey's, a king size Hershey's candy bar. That's what I did. The reason why I ordered the same thing is because it was oil field, and there was always lines, huge lines, to wait to order food. And you got these big ravenous guys, man, they ordered like 5, 6, 10 tacos and all this stuff because they're out on the job. They don't know when they might go by someplace else to eat. So anyway, that was my reason for ordering the same thing. They'd see me come in, go to say, look at me, and I would nod. They'd whip it right up. It was kind of nice. So anyway, back to the keto story. I didn't eat a lot. That was all I ate all day. And especially once it got hot in Texas, you really don't eat. It's harder to eat. So, but I still kept gaining weight. I thought, it's because I'm not getting any exercise. That's what you would think. I wasn't consuming that many calories. So, yep, I went up to a size 34 within that 3-year period, I guess. I was there 4 years. So in about 3 years, I had gone up 4, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 34, 5 sizes. Yeah, it was awful. But I thought that's what happened when you get older. Your body starts changing. Never once, it didn't really dawn on me about being pre-diabetic or anything. I wasn't sick. I didn't lose any energy. I've always been very active. A lot of energy. Okay. I think I might end this here, and we will start on the next one on the second phase of why I got into keto. Alrighty, y'all. I'll be back. Adios.